Capricorn, welcome back to Tarot by THC, the Harlequin Cafe. I am Lucky. We are doing your Oracle Array. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure you hit that like button, share, subscribe, grow this channel on YouTube. This is a tarot reading for 2021. Timeless Tarot. Capricorn love tarot reading. Capricorn life tarot reading 2021. Okay, so here we go. The first card out of here is Wild. Okay, this is you. Okay, that kind of devilish vibe here. Check this out now. You're Capricorn now. You're the beast of the earth, and you're a very good worker, but also you have a sense of, because you're so in front of the rules and so in front of the curve, in some ways you kind of make the rules. Now, if you are not directly making the rules, it's some of your actions that are carving the way for other people in your life here, okay? We've got sexuality at the bottom of the deck. So there may be a strong allure to you here. And notice this red dress here, okay? And how it's like so like, you know, veiled and ribbony and alluring. So there may be this allure and this pull, this attraction that you have, okay, towards others, particularly in love. You may somehow incite their passion right now, Capricorn, or you feel your passions may be incited, okay? Pay attention to the signs. Now, I normally get this card when there are some serious issues here that could be related to addiction or, you know, toxic relationships in some kind of way. Now, this could also be where you're paying attention to this kind of like elemental signs and omens and paying attention to your readings and all these things, okay? So, you know, if you are listening to readers and you hear, you know, certain themes repeating themselves, you know, pay attention to this. If you are noticing numbers repeating themselves, pay attention to this and the things that are happening at that moment. What are you thinking at that moment? Okay? Now, our last card with this group is going to be Self-Sabotage, okay? So this is what I was saying, Capricorn, paying attention to the signs. Like when we're seeing any kind of addiction, any kind of, you know, issues with, you know, ways that we block our own success and ways that we, you know, don't put our best foot forward, and, you know, in ways that we express like fear of success because, you know, a lot of people are afraid of, you know, being rich and famous, you know, so this is the challenge for you and understanding, because what you've got, Capricorn, is you still have, I think Saturn is still in retrograde until I think October, okay? So you're still, a lot of people are still in this time of receiving massive karma as well as setting up karma to come, okay? So, you know, everybody in general should be just very altruistic and generous and charitable right now, because Saturn in general is looking at everybody, is calling everybody on the carpet. Like, what are you like, what are you producing? Like, what's your, you know, this is like the boss coming in. So you've got to look at the ways that you could be self-sabotaging yourself, especially if, you know, you know, and it could be these areas of sexuality that are limiting you, okay? It could be that things are a little too intense, a little too wild, a little too girls gone wild. Okay, check out the other sign readings and the other sign tarot readings, and you will see, you know, we've had some kind of girl gone wild energy here, okay? But, you know, and a lot of things are in the astrology and the zodiac, so pay attention to that. Read that up. I think it's October 9th when Saturn goes direct. And so this is when, again, all these divorced relationships, all these broken relationships that have come back together recently, all of these things are going to be tested again once and for all, okay? So you've got to really look at what kind of karma you're setting up for yourself between now and October 9th, or how, you know, however that, you know, that planet, that movement affects you, okay? You know, according to your individual charts, all right? But, you know, when you figure out how this is affecting you, you do the research in your astrology. You figure out what house is, where's the self-sabotage, okay? Is this, you know, are things related to, you know, my fifth house, you know, self-sabotage because, you know, my family and my parents and my children and this whole ancestral dynamic here? Is it because of my eighth house, because of, you know, other people's money, debt, loans, you know, people dying, and, you know, other addictive kind of scorpionic things, you know? So understanding where is it, you know, if it's affecting your midheaven, you know, and the work that you produce here, and you know, the efforts that you have, you know, if you have a Saturnian midheaven. I don't really know anything about astrology, but so seek an astrologer, okay? But you know, this is really, you need to really pay. It's like doing research, not just paying attention to random little birds and butterflies coming to you. This is doing the research, okay, to figure out what's going on right now in the stars, and how is Saturn, that rules Capricorn, which is in a retrograde right now, how is that affecting you personally? Okay. Okay, that's the message from the cards. Let's check your astrology. All right, so now we've got lights. Okay, so we're using the psychic tarot here. So, now this light energy is very jubilant. It's very, you know, there could have been things here from the 4th of July that could have, you know, set you off, set you aflame. There could have been some, it just may have been just a lot of great energy, a lot of playfulness, a sense of freedom, liberation. You're coming out from, you know, being enclosed in your house, and, you know, the area, everything being very festive. Maybe some of you had your own things to light off. I had to drop my video on, you know, magic with 4th of July magic, because you know, the ingredients are, you know, incendiary. So so I did drop that video because it was causing problems. But you maybe were, you know, lighting off some things and sparking things off around that time, or even beginning and initiating things. But you're coming out of this cocoon, so to speak, okay, and really coming into you know, this blossom and this shine, and you know, this sprouting growth. Okay, so you know, there's been a transformation that's happened within you, and there is a new powerful you that's trying to blossom forth. Okay, it's like the true powerful you, this wild woman here, okay, who tames beasts and devils, all right, with her wild wiles, okay, her power and attraction. Okay, this is like the strength card. Now you are really trying to follow and pursue this light and be a part of this thing and aspire to this. But it's still, you know, you've got to watch all of the, you know, these little like hooks and snags and, you know, brambles and thorns, okay, that are growing up alongside of you. You may be the flower here, okay, you're the rose here, but there's thorns around as well, okay. So you've got to be very cautious and figure out what are the things that, you know, and keep yourself from snagging on these thorns and pricking yourself and causing all these little side issues, okay. So continue to pursue that light. And understand that this is, yeah, a new beginning, and there is a new freshness. See this breaking free, leveling up, and she's on top of the world. She's on top of the world. Now, you know, Capricorns, you know, this is a very powerful visualization technique that you learn through the Golden Dawn, at least. I don't know who else, but I know that you do visualize yourself growing until you're standing on the world, and, you know, standing on top of the solar system. And so, you know, think highly of yourself in this new beginning, okay? Understanding that you're the Capricorn with the hooves. You can traverse mountains, and you can traverse planets, okay? You can go leap and bound, okay? So, you know, you jump me from the moon to Mars to freaking Europa to Saturn, you know what I mean? And you know, and back again. So this is you just skipping across. And you have the potential here to make huge leaps. You have the potential to make huge leaps if you figure out, what is this hole in my pocket? Where is this drain of my focus, my energy, my drive? What am I giving my worship to if I'm not worshiping myself and my destiny and my future? Moving on. Okay, and look at it, making it rain. This is leaves, okay, but it looks like money too, and this looks like a cane, but it also looks like a stopwatch, isn't it? Okay, so, you know, time is money, and money is time. Okay, so this is about considering what is the best value per hour of your time. Okay, what do you do that makes that money? Capricorn, Saturn. material matter, money. Okay, this is like, this is where you have to tap into that kind of like, the devil card, where we see in the tarot, we see the devil card 15 that represents Capricorn. This is where you need to find your inner beast. You have to find your inner lust and drive to succeed and grow. Okay, and I just did a private reading with someone, but this is like making love to your work. Okay, and having that beastly lust and that addictive, give me more, like channel that into your craft. Okay, and continue to move forward into this light, into this new beginning. So this is a little bit like Carol Ann step into the lights or whatever. Okay, so step into the light here. Okay, it's like it's really simple. It's like you can just step into this you could step into money, you could step into a windfall, you can step into new potentials. Okay, you can step into new uses of your time. And there's some reason that and I don't know if it's the Tim Ferriss astrology, of his personal astrology, but some reason his book continues to come to mind in a lot of readings. The 4-hour work week. The 4-hour work week. He has lots of great ideas on how to improve your efficiency, okay, and save you time and make money in a short amount of time. Okay, from like checking your emails once a day only, other little techniques. I don't really know. I haven't read that book in a long time, but it keeps coming up lately. Okay, so now we're on our new deck here. Okay, and we've got Heart Guardian. So this is about protecting your love and protecting that inner light that shines from within you, okay? And understanding that there is still a fuel. I mean, you're still this wild child here. It's almost like there's some kind of gasoline under you where, this is fueling you and allowing you to propel forward here, okay? And notice, I mean, look, she's not rowing this boat. It's propelled through her power here. Okay, you see the wind blowing. It's like she's like, it's like a motorboat. Okay, so you have this potential to really move forward here with that power. Okay, and what is also happening here is, Capricorn, it's about harnessing this power, harnessing all of this wild ambiance, seductive, hypnotic energy. And I'm a Scorpio rising. I understand. Okay, I understand what you guys are going through, but it's about wrapping this up in a a neat little package. Okay, this is about having things, instead of being like raw and wild, being a little more strategic and put together, and a little more prim and proper, a little more seductive. Okay, this is going to, my friend, I wonder. Hi, Michelle. My 13:03 on the clock, Michelle. I know you're here. Okay, so Ashe Mama. Okay, thanks for the private reading today. You're on my mind. I know you're a Capricorn. Okay, so now, but everybody else also. But this is sort of a Mary Magdalene kind of thing. You have to understand that, okay, in this, the story, Mary Magdalene has a complex sort of arcana, okay, because she stay with me now, Mary Magdalene tutorial, okay. She has a very interesting arcana because she is analogous to all the Marys in the Bible, okay, and all of the kind of prostitute concepts. And these other, like, she's a very modern concept of like a Lilith sort of concept, is like this ultra feminine focal point. And that is a little bit like this here, okay? And this is that Venusian energy. So one story is that there was the woman who was accused of fornication and or adultery, and all these people are surrounding her and they're like, stone her, and they're saying, Christ, this the law is to stone her. But he looks at them and it's like, you're looking at her sin. And now here's a very interesting thing. It says he draws in the sand. It says it twice in that verse, like in that story. This is a mystery in the faith of, like, what is he doing when he's drawing in the sand? Why do they say that? But when you study Ifa, in voodoo, and you understand Orunmila, okay, and the Dafa, okay. So now, so he's doing divination. What I'm trying to get to, he's doing Yoruba Ifa voodoo divination, drawing in the sand. Okay, the hand of fate, Orunmila. Okay, remember the Christ consciousness is Olodumare. Okay, is Obatala and Orunmila. Christ has his own trinity within Ifa. Okay, so different aspects of Christ are through those Orisha. So anyway, so so he does divination, and he says, he who is without sin cast the first stone. And no one was pure of heart. Everyone was with their own sins, so they couldn't they couldn't throw a stone at her. That's one story. And the other story is about, a different story about maybe a different woman, maybe the same woman, is that she was cured of 7 devils. Okay, and you hear that Florence and the Machine song, 7 devils all around you, 7 devils in my heart. Okay, so 7 devils. Okay, I can't sing like her, but so this is about Mary Magdalene, and it's about, remember, she is ultimately, if she is this whore, if she is this prostitute, if she is this witch, if she is this heretic, and all of this, why is she there at the Last Supper? Why is she the first at the tomb? Why is she, to see he's resurrected? Why is she the first to proclaim that he is risen? Okay, and evangelize. Okay, the feminine, the woman, Mary Magdalene. So all of this difficult, challenging energy, thank you for bearing with that 3-minute thing. But all of this difficult, challenging energy now again comes down to the Mary concept, this Miriam principle in the scripture. Okay, this feminine principle, where again, now Mary Magdalene, remember the feminine, in this concept, all women are one. Okay, in this kind of paradigm, in this thing, this idea, this kind is that all women are one. Okay, so that means that Mary Magdalene can also access Mary the Virgin. Okay, so when you're conceptualizing Mary Magdalene, you can also flip this and understand the redemption and the polarity between Mary Magdalene and Mary the Virgin, Mary the mother, of God, so to speak. And you see the maiden, the mother, and the crone. You see the triple goddess here, okay? Remember Christ also had Salome, was his sister. There's a different girl in the Bible named Salome. And this is, the Salome that had John the Baptist, his cousin, beheaded, okay? So anyway, it's like, I hope you guys, it's like, all right. Okay, I'm rambling. All right, here we go. So now let's go here to rest and rejuvenate. That's what's here for you. That's what's going to recharge you in this transformation. Okay, this is what I keep trying to tell you. All right. So you're trying to break through here, and so your work in having faith, you're going to reach to the other side. This is going to pull you through. Okay, remember, you're going to, like that motorboat. This is like the river Styx, where you almost don't know what's on the other side of this dark chasm, this abyss. Okay, but you have to just keep going in this little motorboat. Okay, and and find out how you are screwing yourself up, and change. This is the time to see yourself. Okay, direction. Now this is This is direction guardian. This is about navigation. Okay, so this is about understanding your path, choosing carefully, choosing wisely, making sure that your principles are intact, making sure that your spirit connections, your angelic, connections here are intact. And what you notice here is that not only is this Mary here, she is, sprouting these wings, but we've got, this angelic connection here. So this is again pulling out that inner divine, divinity here, okay, and holiness. Now. Okay, these angelic powers here. Hermits. Okay, so this is about being, and this is the Dravidians from this is the remember the Rasta and the the Rasta and the yogis of India have a strong philosophical connection. And so anyway, this may be about someone needing to chill, someone needing to puff one, someone needing to meditate, okay, and get in tune with their third eye, calibrate it, you know, and understand the messages. Like what are you trying to show me? What's the themes? Okay, what are the overall messages here? Like what is, you know, what's generally coming in the shaman here? Okay, so this is going to unlock these powers here. So as you and the white witch, I got power people in here. Yeah, I know who's in the room. Okay, so the white witch is here now. You know, with the hermit here and the shaman, this is about, as the more you kind of like retreat, and this may also be, you know, containing yourself in your libido and, you know, being more celibate and being more reserved. Okay, this may be what you need to do to reserve and pull back your energy. Okay, so things aren't too all over the place. Okay, but all of this is going to give you an awakening. So as you retreat and go to sleep, it's really, you know, you're really like waking up somewhere else. Like when you like meditate, you're gonna be, well, hello, I'm awake. Okay, I am that I am. Okay, great power. Okay, let's come here to my final deck, and this is the Love and Light deck. You guys be sure to hit that like button for me. Okay, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Hello to all my new subscribers. Okay, thank you for being here. And let's keep rocking. Okay. Check out the junk in the trunk down below to know how to book me for a private reading, you know, and all those other goodies. Okay. Release your cares to God. Release your cares to God. This is about, you know, understanding that someone's got your back spiritually. Someone's going to pick up your slack. Like if you are doing your best to get there halfway, the Most High is going to meet you there, okay? If you can get to the mountaintop, they will be there, okay? They will be there. I'm using the trans pronouns because you know, God is trans. But, you know, they will be there. And they will meet you there, absolutely, okay? So you do your part, and you just kick those little Capricorn hooves, okay? Even if you're at the bottom of the sea, use that little flipper fin, swim up on the shore, and, you know, the Capricorn is amphibious. You know, the Capricorn can move from terrain to different terrains. This is saying undersea to the mountaintop, if not the next planet over, okay? All right, so have faith to walk through new doors. That's what I just said, okay? New beginnings. For everything, there is a season, a time, and for every activity under heaven, okay? So, you know, going through new doors. And notice both of these have this kind of like rainmaker, money, gold kind of manna thing falling from the sky, okay? This is some kind of confetti here that's waiting for you, okay? As you move forward into this new birth, it's like your birthday. People are going to be like, yeah, good job. You made it out the birth canal. Good Lord, we didn't think you was going to make it out that birth canal. Okay, you made it. Okay, okay. Traverse, you better step, okay? All right, helping others is helping yourself. So those of you who are light workers, look at that. Helping others is helping yourself. So this is where you could be, you know, receiving from above, and notice this is, remember, this Christ guy is going to be helping everybody in the world, okay? And so, but at the same time, you are also that angel. You were the angel, okay, for someone else. And you're feeding them and their work and their light work and their strength and reaching, you know, and letting this, you know, this vibration, this faith quake shake the mountaintops, okay? Mount Zion, all right, okay. So if anybody can traverse Mount Zion, it's a Capricorn. All right, big hearts. You guys hit that love button. See you next time right here on Tarot by THC.